Hi everyone, it's Sandy. Thank you for joining me. Before I share with you this really easy project using just your paper scraps, I just want to welcome all of my new subscribers here to my channel and thank you for subscribing. It's really great to know that you all enjoy my videos and tutorials. It really means a lot to me. I do put a lot of thought into what I want to create and share with you guys, and hopefully you also get to enjoy making them, which I have seen some of you put them on your Instagram and tag me, and it was just great to be able to see some of your projects that you have made following my tutorials. So again, thank you for subscribing, and I'm going to get on now to share with you this another exciting project. It is another pocket insert style project. Just using your paper scraps, you can make this in any size you like. It's really easy. Just use what you have in your stash. And you can also use these journaling cards or project life cards if you have a whole stack of them and you're not sure what to use, what to do with them. I'm going to show you how you can make your pockets using these ones. I've got here just a couple. These ones are the 3x4 journaling cards or project life cards. These ones are the 4x6 size. They're all double-sided, and I have a heap of these, so I thought I'm going to use these for these pockets, and I have made some. So I'm going to show you my projects on how I made them, and then I'm going to show you how you could also create them yourself. So I've got here just some die cuts or ephemeras. I just grabbed a whole heap and placed them on my little dish here because I'm going to use the die cuts. So if you have your die cuts or some fussy cut images, you will need to use one of those. And then I've also just grabbed a bunch of paper scraps here as well to make the pocket with it. So I've just got these ready for me to use in this tutorial, and I'm going to show you the fun projects that I made. I really like this pocket style as well, and I've shared with you a whole heap of different style of pockets, but this one is just as easy. So I'll start with these ones first. So this one here is one of them. I did cut this one out similar to the 3x4 project life cards, and what I've done here was I did create the pocket here in the front and then added my die cut here, and then this is the pocket, and then this is just a tag that I also had made just again using a scrap paper and then placing one of my page tab die shape to create a tag. And this is how it looks like, and then I did some simple embellishing here on the side. So this is how the pocket looks like, and then that just fits in there nicely. And it's also a good it's got a good gap in there, so you can add bulky items in there as well. And then this one here is another one that I made. I just cut this out just as a simple card and placed one of my handmade tabs, which I did a tutorial for those that don't have a tab die. You can make your own tabs, and I'll put that link to that video on how you can make your own tags down below. But here is the other pocket. So I've just placed a little cut apart on the inside, and this is the other one. I did add some enamel dots there, and this is another ephemera that I placed on the front, and a little teeny tiny tag. Again, I used some scraps just to add some layering, just a little strips, and then one of my word sentiments, and then just punched a hole and added a little ribbon to place that there. And that was just another cute way to decorate that. So that's that one. And then I made the larger size with the 4x6 journaling card, and this is how it looks like. And then I did stuff a few things in here, so you could use this and add a lot of bulky stuff. So here is the embellishment in the front, and then I've added the sides here. This is the window envelope pocket that I also had shared with you in another video. I like making these pockets. These were nice to make too. And I'll put that video down below too if you've missed out seeing how to make these. I also put in here the triple pocket using a 6x6 paper that I also showed you guys in my last video. This is another fun one, using a 6x6 paper. So easy, no scoreboard needed, and they've got 3 pockets. And in that video I also show you different ways you can make the triple pocket. So I'll put that in there. These are just some tags, and then I added a little swivel clasp, or I'm not sure, like one of those little, don't know what you call these, but those little clasps and just some little charm dangles. I made a pocket that I embellished a while ago, and this also uses 6x6 paper. So I managed to put that, and this is how the pocket looks like. And then at the back, you've got a spot here to write your message if you wanted to gift some goodies in one of these little pockets. So it's really fun. I just think this was just so easy to make, and I just think you can make a whole heap of these and then decorate it, have fun embellishing. So that's that one. And then I also made another one, and I made it as like a little folder. I embellished the front of the folder with a bit of dimension. And this paper is a cocoa and vanilla collection, which is an older collection. So I had a few of their die cuts and just layered that on the front. And then I fussy cut this cute little bunny from another paper collection by Craft. And then I've got some organza ribbon here to use as the closure for the folder. So all of these projects that I made, I just use all of my scrap papers. Even this part here, it's just a piece of scrap paper just so I could add some dimension. So when you open it up, I place the two pockets, one on this side and then one on this side. So this is a great little happy mail idea for you too, if you want to use something like this as a happy mail idea. So this is one of the first pockets, and I've got this is a wood pick embellishment that I made. This is really fun to make. So it's just another little goodie you could add. An embellished tag, and I just place a little tassel in the front and some tulle. And this is in Love Art Shop die that I used. This is some package ephemeras in there, and this is how the pocket looks like. This is another little fox that I fussy cut from that same Case of Craft paper collection. This is a cocoa and vanilla die cuts. And then over here is the other pocket, and I placed some trim on the inside and made a little spool with my envelope punch board. That's also a tutorial that I have as well if you wanted to make one. This is a smaller size, and I think I made 2 sizes. And then this is another embellishment that I made a while back. This is a cocoa and Reno die set. I think it's last year's collection, and I added a little tassel, and this is really cute. So that is the other pocket. So this would be great to add some trims, and you add onto a spool if you're doing a swap with some trim and lace. This would be a great place to put a couple of your trims on the inside like that. And then I've added a little gap, so when you create the folder you can add some dimension in there, so it's got a bit of space there. So that's really cute. And then I just used 2 butterflies here and a word sentiment, and that's the back. So it's really fun. So these are just different ways you could make those pockets. So let me show you how you can make these quite easily. So I'm going to show you how to make it just on one of these simple cards first. So to do that, I'm just going to grab a piece of paper. I do use sort of more medium weight or heavyweight papers to make these pockets, otherwise they get too flimsy. But you can use a thinner paper or book pages or digital paper prints if you like. I think it'll still work. So let me just grab a piece of paper, and you can again just whatever size you want to create your pocket. So I'm just going to I'll grab this piece. I'm going to trim mine down a little bit just so I can have one about the same size as this. This is a 3x4 size, or might be a little bit less. But I'm just going to trim this one down a bit. I don't really want a big pocket for my one. So I'll just, okay, that should be fine. I might trim it down. So I'll just have mine about this size, which is, I think I cut it at 4 by 2 3/4. So that's my base. And then you're just going to need another strip of paper to create these two sides. And again, I don't coordinate my papers. I just try to just find something that I like to have it. All right, I'll just use this one. So what I'm going to do now to create the size of the pocket, you want to just decide how high you want your pocket depth to be. So I'm just going to sort of, let me see. I tend to just play around with it a bit until I get the right size. And you also want the width of your paper at least about 3 inches wide, at least 3 inches, because then you're going to cut it in half. So I'm just going to sort of go like that. So I'm happy with that height. And then I'm going to just cut my paper down to about 1.5 inches. And you want to cut that twice. You can have it less. You don't have to have them at 1.5 inches wide. So, because you'll need 2 pieces. You can, let me just see if I have one that was done slimmer. So I'll just quickly show you. In the folder here, you can see I've got 2 different sizes. This one was cut at 1.5 inches wide. This one here is slightly smaller. I think this one was about 1 inches, sorry, about 1.25 inch. So you just play around with whatever width you want your sides to be. So that's what you're going to need. So you need 2 of those, and then you just fold it in half. So see, when you fold it in half, that will be the width of your sides. So if that's too wide, just trim it down until you're happy with the width of the side of your pocket. So you're going to place it like that onto your base, and all you do is just glue the sides down one side. So just grab one end and you're going to place it where you like to place it. So I'll just put that there. And then you do the same with the other side and glue one side. And then you sort of just place it so that it's the same distance as the other one. So there you have your sides onto your backing. And then all you do now is just pick out your ephemera or some die cuts. You can just use another piece of paper in the front if you wanted to, but I think it's nice to add something like a die cut. So I'm thinking I might use that. You want something that's got a little bit of sort of large enough so that you'll be able to cover a pocket. Sorry, I'm just trying to find a nice die cut. So okay, I'm going to use 2 because I want to use this Be Happy. So I'm going to put that there. So I can just finish off and just glue that down, and that'd be enough to be able to create a pocket and nothing will fall out. But I'm going to add something extra just to give it a bit more coverage in the front. So I'm going to do that. So I've placed that there, and then I'm just going to grab my glue and grab the top one first. And that means I'm going to just put glue to the back on this side first. Place that back here. I'm just just going to place the word "be happy" where I'd like it to be on the flower. Okay, so that's how I'm going to have my... So I might actually, sorry, I might do that. So that's how I'm going to have it. So it's all sort of covers the front. And then I can now just glue around just the sides here only, and at the bottom. So I'm just going to... Then you want to go to the bottom and then just to the side. And then you just place it down. And then you want to press down the little part down below here as well, so that nothing will slide out the bottom. And so there is your pocket all complete. And then you can just place that inside. That was lucky, that just fitted in there. So it's not glued in properly yet. But once that's glued down at the bottom, your pocket is pretty much ready to go. And then you can decorate the top bit if you wanted to. Let me see. Here are some of my page tabs that I've made. I might put one of these on the top just so you can see. I might just leave this blue one. I like that one. So all I'm going to do now is I'm just going to just adhere that, and then it looks like a little tag. So that pocket's done. Really easy to make. So that's for that one. Now for this one here, if you want to make a pocket that's wider and you don't have any die cuts that's long enough, but you want to make a larger pocket, you can do that as well. And I'll show you how to do that. Let me just grab one of the journaling cards. Again, you don't have to use a journaling card. You cut your paper to what size you like. Let me just use this one. So I've got this one here. I'm going to grab another piece of paper. Let's just grab this one. And I'm going to have mine along the end here. So it will be a larger pocket. So I'm just going to decide first how high I want the sides. So that's how high I'm going to have mine. And I'm going to also trim this down at 1.5 inches to get 2 pieces. I just like to use that size. It's just an easy measurement to remember. So those two will go there. And then I'm going to fold that over. So I do want to use a die cut, but I'll probably have a smaller die cut. So I'm going to work out how I'm going to put that. So I'm going to place them there. So I'm going to have a wider pocket to add more larger goodies or paper goods. So again, I'll place that there. Okay, so that's where I'm going to have my sides for the pocket. Now let me find a die cut that I think will work. I might use that one. Okay, let's say I'm going to use that. As you can see, it's not going to join to the sides. I might use that. I'm just going to embellish this front part. All right, so let's just go with that. I don't want to be wasting too much time trying to work out what I want to use. I just wanted to, well, this one here is actually a large one. That actually would fit perfectly. So I would be able to use that there and just glue the sides and then glue along the bottom. So that would work, but I'm going to do one so you can see how to make one if you don't have the larger size. So let's say I'm going to, I want to use these two. All I do is just grab another piece of paper that's long enough to fit across, and hopefully I've got something here that I could use. All right, so this one will work. Let's just use this one. Now that one's got some markings on it. I've got this one. All right, I'll use this one. So I'm going to just place that there and just sort of have a look and see how it's going to lay. So I'm going to have that like that, but I'm going to trim mine down. I don't want the coverage to be too deep with the paper, so I'm going to trim it down a bit. So that's good enough, and I'm going to just create a little fish towel on one end. So this will be the base to complete the pocket. So that's going to go there, and that's going to be what's going to hold everything in the pocket, and then I'll use these to embellish on top of the base. So I'm going to put that there like that, and that's why I did the fishtail banner, just to give it a bit of decoration. And then I'm just going to glue the sides down and the bottom, because that's for the closure. So then I'm just going to place that there. So that will now close up my pocket, and now I can just have fun decorating the top part with however I'd like to do that. So I'm going to just add that to the front like that. So that's fine. So I mean, I don't even have to use that. I might not even use that. I might just keep it like that. Yeah, I might just do that. So I'm just going to find out where I'm going to place my glue. There we go. So that completes the front of the pocket. I mean, I can add another word sentiment. I can add some more paper layering if I wanted to just make the cover a little bit more secure. But once you put your stuff in there, that should really stay in there anyway. So that's how to make a wider pocket, just like that. Really easy. So that's how to do that one. And if you wanted to make the folder style like I have here, the pockets are exactly the same, but if you want to use the measurements that I have to create this folder cover, I'll just show you. I did cut my paper at 7 1/4 inch by 4 inches. And then on the 7 1/4 inch side, I scored it at 3 1/2 inches and 3 3/4 inch. And that will give you the spine of your folder. So then you will have enough room there to add dimensional goodies or bulky packaging. And I just use a couple of scrap papers to create the tab here on the front. And again, just simply folding it in half and then just placing it on the side here. Or you can add a belly band if you like, or whatever way you like to create your closure. And so that is my fun little pockets using your scrap papers or journaling cards. And then you can have fun decorating and embellishing it however you like. So I hope you enjoyed this really fun and quick, simple tutorial. And I'll see you all soon in my next video. Bye for now.